2009. But to be honest, that's just the end of the road. The road really started as chair of the faculty commission on the board, vice president-elect of commissions, president of commissions, president-elect. So it was a 6-year run on the board and then the executive committee for on the board for longer than 6 years, but on the executive committee for 6 years. So the end of all of that was my presidency in 2009. Right.
I have one more. Will's road is actually longer than my road. I was president in 2011.
Hi, I'm Martha Williams, and I was president in 2010.
Good afternoon, I'm Andre Hawkins. And like Will, my road started back in 1986 as a member of the FACC board, chairman of the Adult and Continuing Education Commission, then became second vice president, first vice president, president, and then past president. And my year was 1991 as president.
He was only 4 years old. You probably got close to 100 years worth of experience over here in terms of what they've done and how involved they've been. Let me kick off with just some, what I think are fairly simple questions, but if you know these folks, they'll have a lot of answers for us, so I'm not too worried about that. Think for a minute, and I'm not going to call on any of you individually, just speak up when you've got an idea, and we'll give everybody a chance to answer them. What is the number one reason someone should join AFC? Each of you may have a little bit of different perspective, but the number one reason somebody in our colleges should consider becoming a member of AFC.
Well, one of the things, Gary, is that the association supports all employees. That is the key. It provides staff development, networking, and also legislative support to the colleges in terms of funding and what the council presidents try to achieve each year in working with the legislature. There are also membership benefits, a lot of discounts and benefits and those sort of items. The other thing is we also support community service activities, and a lot of people at the college try to get involved with community service. So FACC AFC does a lot of things. I'm 1991. We do a lot of things for the community, but the one thing is that you should become a member because it supports you in terms of the system, the state college system. Yeah.
All right, what other emphases? I know each of you kind of has a passion.
Well,
Go ahead, Bob.
I'll jump in. Many of you know I'm a historian, and in our historical past as we were people. And when I talk about our system, collectively, we believe it is AFC. It speaks for all of us to the legislature, and we help, if not project what we want, at least the snowball coming down the hill, we can deflect it in a way that's favorable to us. But that's at one level. The other level is I, and what it can do for you as a person, whether it's professional development, networking, leadership skills. When I reflect back and saw how I led a chapter meeting as the chapter president on campus, and then I moved up to president of the faculty commission, and I saw how the board worked its meetings. I progressed in my own level of professionalism. I almost got to embrace Robert's Rules of Order by the time I was president. But there was a lot for me, but at the same time I was doing a lot for me for personal fulfillment of what I wanted to do in my career. I was doing a lot for the organization, which was doing a lot for all of us. And I'm a big believer in we all do things together. And
things they were doing, several people kept making the statement, we need a place in Florida where we can share exemplary practices. And I'm like, I need to talk to you. Gary came in and spoke, and I prayed to him, and I said, be sure and tell these people that we have a place in Florida that does just that, and we do it with the best of the best. And that night at dinner, the chancellor, who very much promoted AFC to these people, just basically charged them to not only say you're a member, but to be a leader. But he asked how many of them were members, and every hand raised in the room. And I said, I've not seen any of you at AFC function in the last 10 years. What do you mean you're members, but they were not acting? And I said, so Gary did a great presentation, and we showed them what the new AFC was, and these were vice presidents and deans, that middle management area. But it was saying to them, we're offering what you say you need, and that's one of the greatest things we offer is for us to be able to see what other colleges do, whether or not it's what I do or what I think someone else in our college ought to be looking into. But that exemplary practice is just some of the best stuff we can offer.
There's an acronym that we use often, WIIFME, what's in it for me. And quite frankly, until we can convince, persuade, or otherwise entice our colleagues to join, that question of what's in it for me is going to prevail. I try to explain to folks that if you are a member of your professional association, be it something with whatever it is you do, counselors who get together, faculty members who get together, there is a unity among us that is distinct and unique, because you could be sitting next to someone in a career service position, or you could be sitting next to the president, but you all have one goal, one common theme, and that is to promote, to advocate, to be the best that we can in the state of Florida. I was at this same leadership council that Evelyn attended, and it was surprising that some of the things that they wanted to know, what was available, guess what? You have us, AFC. Why I joined was that we didn't really have a way to say no to Debbie. We didn't really have a way to say no to Debbie Jacobs. She came over with the information. You were new on the campus, and she said, I need to tell you about what you need to be a part of. And it didn't take too much convincing for some of us in my class that came on board, but for others, we're still trying to reach them, even some blank, blank, blank years later. I'm not going to tell you because some of y'all are great at math, but you know, we were all 9 years old when it happened, 17 years ago. But nonetheless, what I think we can do, Gary, is to show them that it works. That with the new website information that we have, everybody is high tech, we can convince, persuade, and then demonstrate how well and what we're doing. On every front, AFC has been there. You did a fantastic job. We're going to put that special edition current in everyone's hands back on campus. We're going to say, read this. This is an example of what your money is going for. And that's the greatest news there is. People want to know, what is my money worth? What is it doing for me? And we can show with proof the things that you do so well to help AFC.
That's
absolutely
Thank you, panel. I was telling a story last night about 2 questions that I learned never to ask. Many of you know that I was a pastor at one point. The 2 questions never to ask a female member of your congregation: how old are you? And are you pregnant? Particularly after you're not. I made both of those mistakes. I want to skip down. I had another question further along, but it relates very well to where we ended up with that question. active in AFC. You did a little of this, but pick up on it some more because this is stuff I think we need to hear.
I'll go first because I think I got closest to the answer I'll go. I really do believe if we went back to the bosses, which I guess is this area that he's talking about for a lot of us, and showed them the program from convention that shows that professional development, the program from joint conference, joint
And yes, your president. Your president. It has to start from the top. If you can't get buy-in from the top, forget it. The manager or the director of something is not going to go for it. Also, at Valencia, a lot of us put AFC responsibilities in our PDP, our evaluation. And we can do that. We can set that up as an example of something that we want to accomplish for the year, that we want to increase our participation in AFC.
Well, Gary raises a good question, and it's a question we've been faced with for many, many years. And part of it, Evelyn hit on when she said she was at leadership, chancellor's leadership, and that the administrative just levels below the president don't know what we do. So part of the problem is selling ourselves, and that's why you hear that all the time, and that's why we need to be more forthcoming in all the things that we do. We're so busy doing them, sometimes we don't step back and put it together so we can start bragging about ourselves. The other part of that is when I've approached, the other part is that, we're in lean years and there's less people in the office. So how are you going to get away, and how's the manager or the director going to do what they're supposed to do if you go away for a few days? And part of the culture that we've had in the past is you're just going to go and party. It's not really worth it to me. And when I've addressed this with the provost on my campus, they say, well, who is the director that does this? And you got to give me names, you just can't talk in generalities. So one of the things that we've done is when somebody asks to go to a conference on campus now, for an AFC conference, they have to write down not only want to go and where they're going, but what is the benefit that they're going to bring back from this conference to their office and what they do. And they write that down on the slip for request for travel. So if the director says no, the director says yes, they have to write down no because, or yes because, or just no, and if they write down no, they got to explain it. So when it goes up the road to the VPs or the provosts that are supportive, or the president that's supportive, they see that there's a good reason why that they're not going, or maybe it's not that good a reason, but at least we're explaining why we're going and what we're bringing back and what's the benefit going to be in the office. And it's a culture change that we have to bring about by being more forceful about what we're talking about. Most of the presidents have buy-in. There's varying levels of that. And then educating people what we do by saying this is what we're going to do and then coming back and doing it. Offering a brown bag lunch on some aspect of better ways to do things about the office when you come back. And I think we'll get more buy-in then by actually doing and having them see when we come back, this was good. Sending them there is good. AFC is a good thing. And that's one of the ways I think we can change the culture.
I would just add to that too, when you invite us to your campuses, your executive board, your staff, set up times for them to meet with some of those groups like your administrators or your faculty senate. And if you want some kind of a training then, go ahead and ask, because you've got a great deal of experience that we can bring with us when we do that too. It's more than just us standing up there and, jumping around like Tigger and doing kind of a pep talk to get everybody to join. We can really bring some substance there and help you prove what it is you've been saying. This is one that I put in here as a question because it's been an interesting aspect of being president for me, and I've only done it for 6 months. What are some of the excuses you have heard from folks who choose not to join AFC, and how do you answer those excuses?
Frankly, I don't want to hear excuses.
Yeah, but you're going to. So.
And what occurs is that, you have various levels of employees for sure. And a lot of times the excuse may be financial resource availability. And that's one I've heard over the years. And what we've done
before, is one of the reasons to join this organization is we represent all groups. We're not going to just take into account what this group of people needs, for instance, the faculty and tenure at the peril of a career employee or the peril of another group. You know, we would not champion our retirees at the peril of our own retirement plan for those of us that are currently working. And I guess that's why my first reason as to why we're
floor, what kind of new things could we do to build membership? Challenging a little bit.
Yeah, you know, this is the first panel I served on that I didn't get the questions. So we didn't get the questions ahead of time.
I really can't complain about that because I've known and grown that the presidential candidates get questions at a time. And I really like to have a leader that can extemporaneously answer a challenge.
Past presidents.
But it really is a good question of what more could we do? And each one of us, as part of our presidency, were challenged to increase membership, and we gave it our best shot. I think we could take advantage, I mentioned this at the board meeting yesterday, I think we could take advantage of publicizing what we do well to our constituents and to other members of the college community, because I'm the acquisition executive for Visions, which was is the primary research journal for the community college system, but we're not the college system. And we're exploring ways to change Visions to maybe have a theme, and maybe have a point-to-point interview, to put articles in about the theme might be distance education, or the theme might be e-books, or the theme might be different levels of pedagogy that we're using, and talk about that, and then incorporate some of the best practices, some of the people who are doing the research in our state on these areas, and also have make it into like a coffee book table, the best of what we do, and give it out at membership and at conference areas, part of the conference dues, to really almost have a coffee book, colorful table book out there so that people can see what we do in a just a very concise and colorful way. We can sell ourselves, and it's part of the great thing is we have to champion what we do more to the people of the state. Because right now the politicians have to say, and we're losing that battle.
I think we started heading in the right direction when we moved more and more towards our professional development. But I really think where we're headed now, like you said, in our marketing, is into our new technologies. This new website is we look at it as how wonderful it's going to be for us, but then how much wonderful it's going to be for someone that sits down to it the first time and can find all of that interesting information. The other thing is, at state convention this year, we tried something, and there's a lot of controversy concerning whether or not this works, and I believe in it. And that was the teleconferencing, sending out our first meeting, our grand opening meeting, our business meeting, some of our exemplary practices, putting those online. We all know that we're in tight budgets, we're doing more with less, people can't travel, et cetera, et cetera. So we talked about going to Naples. I was just really adamant that we needed to put it out there where the people back home could see convention. Because if they could see what's there, they'll want to be there. And the research, a lot of people will say, well, if they can watch it online, they won't bother to come. It's really not true. If research has shown, if you watch the Braves play baseball every weekend, one time a year, you want to go see them in person. Works the same way when you watch the ball drop in New York every year. Sooner or later, you want to go be there. So if we could put it out there where more of our mass members could see what's going on at convention, could see that it's not just partying, that we're having business meetings, the exemplary practices, how good that faculty of the year exemplary practice is, then those faculty members may want to come and be a part of that, or will submit for that exemplary practice next year and say, well, I can teach as well as that guy, let me send my information in. And get more and more involved in those areas. And I really think those technologies and getting it out there to the masses will help increase our membership, but it'll also help increase our attendance at these same meetings.
Other dreams?
I think everyone has hit it right on the head. But I will add also with regards to employees attending the convention or getting additional staff development, the Foundation Board of Directors just approved scholarships to be awarded
membership and administration, but you gotta realize who these folks are. And so I'm trying my best to get them that interested that they will form their own commission. And as some of you know, that's all it took for you was to attend one student development commission conference, and you were hooked. The same with me at Student Development Commission and the Administration Commission, and I was hooked. I was like, okay, that's where I started my nucleus. I formed great partners, great friendships, networking, and that did it for me. So I see, or I'm dreaming of another commission that would engage the very people that we've been trying to convince to allow their folks to come. I agree with my former president colleagues here. I think we're on the right direction. I don't know where the myth started about AFC being the party group, but I've been in AFC for about 17 years, and unless they didn't give me an invitation to the party, I don't know where it was or what happened to it, but it was part of our time. That is an unfair reputation that we got, and I try to explain to people, but I also want them to know that we're not all work and no play, but we unfairly got that reputation. But it is meaningful work that we do, and I think once we decided to put some emphasis and into our convention, I mean, we've had people during my year that we had to turn away and say, we don't have enough space for you to do a workshop. We don't have the time. We can't provide it for you. Isn't that wonderful to turn folks away? We're like, wow, okay, we finally got it. I think a lot of that came in through Marsha and Mike saying, let's turn this around. Let's be more professionally developing types of organizations where we can bring something. I am so elated over our new leadership development. That too is in the right direction. That was something I wanted to see happen, and it is. It's working. So I see us doing even more of that type of planning, that type of leadership development. If we can steady the